Hello, guys, and welcome to the Johnson and Burkett podcast.
Jab podcast, baby. What's up?
Better known as the Jab podcast. Back for episode 3.
Yeah, and possibly the biggest event of the year, baby. Can't be any more excited to talk about this, man.
Absolutely. If you've listened to the episodes 1 and 2, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah.
This is a work in progress, guys. The audio was bad last week. We're learning, man.
Yeah, we're working through the nooks and crannies, man. Thank you guys for listening. As always, reach out to us, man. I'd love to, talk to you guys, whether it's over social media or what.
Yeah,
throw the links out there.
We're at the Jab Pod on Instagram, TikTok. My personal Instagram is at AJ No Styles. Shawnee's on Twitter recently, breaking news, at Sean Dog, that's SHAWNDOG, capital B. And get at us, man.
Yeah, man.
Good or bad
questions, hit us up, or critics. I'll welcome y'all. DM me, bro.
We'll try to be interactive during the fights as well. Let's get into it, man. Some fight announcements that have happened over the last week since we last spoke to you guys. The greatest woman in MMA history, Amanda Nunez, is going to defend her title August 7th, UFC 265.
I thought you were going to tell him Ronda Rousey was pregnant.
Oh, man. Breaking news. Breaking news as well. But no, Amanda's finally going to have to defend the takedown against Juliana Pena. Thoughts, Shawnee? We'll break it down more in August.
My original thought is...
just initial thoughts, you're right.
I think Amanda Nunez should walk out to MC Hammer. Can't touch this. She's the baddest motherfucker alive, man.
Right.
I tell you.
Right.
I don't expect anything different. Pena's a great fighter, and I could listen to you say it's definitely her toughest test to date, but there'll be a day where we can sit down and break it down.
Respect to Valentina, we'll get to her a little bit later on in the podcast. With two, they fought 10 rounds here, Juliana Pena, she's the test in front of Amanda here. I'm excited for that fight. Next we got Rosenstroyt versus Sakai.
Right.
June 5th. Yeah, banger. June 5th, fight night main event. So it's going to be 5 rounds.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Is it, though?
No.
It ain't going 5 rounds.
Let's just be on. You're right. Let's be honest. It's not going to go 5 rounds, but it's scheduled for 5 rounds.
What was Rosenstroyt's last fight? Gone? Serial gone? That went 5 rounds, didn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But, I don't see Sakai wanting to clinch and stuff like Gon did, so I just want to go 5 rounds. Don't expect it to go 3, but you never know.
Over under rounds, right. Take the early under there.
1.5. And I do have bets for this card on Saturday that I will let y'all know.
Absolutely. Hey, that's one thing that there's been a couple of you out there that have got to us, via social media or ones that have, our personal information and apparently we're good. We're over the 50% mark, which is in MMA is the threshold. In other sports, you want to, like NFL, MLB, in NBA, you want to stay over that 60-65%
say what you
success
want,
rate. But in MMA, it's hard to go 50%, man. And
say what you want, dude. I'm not telling these motherfuckers to take my bets.
I'm not telling them to take mine either. I'm just giving you a little advice. We know we're not closely in the game, but we're close as we can get without being in it.
All I'm gonna say is don't bet parlays unless your name's Anthony Johnson. I don't know how he fucking does it, but this motherfucker's the best parlay better I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you for that. God dang, thank you for that, man. That means a lot. I cashed out on Tatiana Suarez decision and Rob Whittaker decision.
No, Tracy. I thought it was Tracy.
Tracy Cortez. Yeah. Sorry, Old Smoky a little bit here, man.
Yeah.
No free ads. Yeah, Tracy Cortez decision, and then Rob Whittaker decision.
How scared were you during that Cortez fight?
We'll get into it a little bit later. I think Kish won the fight. Yeah, we'll get into it.
Let's go. Any more news?
One more fight announcement to make note of. Marlon Chico Vera getting Davy Grant next. Thoughts?
Getting his rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought maybe we would run it back with Sean, but
yeah, I mean, I'm not sold on Davy Grant. He beat Jonathan Martinez his last time out, and he just this guy likes to throw haymakers and it works for him. And I think Marlon Vera is a more technical fighter than Jonathan Martinez. No knock against Martinez. I love that guy too. But I'd like to see what the odds are when this fight comes out, because I don't think Marlon Vera is gonna let this one slip through his fingers again.
Davy Grant either, though. Davy Grant's a killer in his last fight. Yeah. So news-wise, not a lot. There is going to be advanced safety measures. UFC 261, there are full capacity of fans. So I think it's 16,000 in Jacksonville. They're going to let in this weekend. Enhanced safety measures and free masks will be provided Saturday night. Chimaev back in the gym training after COVID almost.
Smosh! I'm going to smosh you. Give me someone to smosh. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm happy.
You gotta be happy.
I'm a fan of the guy.
You got to be happy for that guy. Everything he went through, COVID's a motherfucker for some people. Knock on wood. Luckily,
knock on wood. Right, me too.
I haven't had any COVID problems. Thank you God. But for a guy like Chimaev, as talented as he is, to have to battle the way he has, and he's not the only one. I don't want to make it seem like he's had it worse than anybody else, but this guy has battled, and it's had him contemplate doing the thing he loves to do.
Yeah.
To the point, to his breaking point, and finally he's getting healthy. He's starting to get healthy again, where he wants to make a comeback and do the thing he loves. And I don't know a guy who doesn't love watching him smash. So let's go, bring him back. Let's get it.
So let's get into the recap of the Fight Night ESPN 22 card here, headlined by Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum. Do you have the performances in front of you here?
Yeah. Do you want to just read them off the top, or you want to just tell them when we get to that fight?
No, let's just go through it. Fight of the night was Kelvin and Whittaker, of course. And then the performances
was Tony Gravely in the opening act, and what was it, Meashart? Yeah.
So the old school, if we went knockout of the night, it would have went to Gravely. If we would have went submission of the night, it would have been Meashart. All four men, great performances. Even in defeat, Gastelum's looked good in my opinion, but just Whittaker's on that next level.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. Ton of close fights, man, in this card.
Decisions. What was it, 4 or 5?
Ton of split decisions, and even the ones that went unanimous were close in my opinion, man. We'll start off with the night. Gravely mentioned earlier, TKO.
Now, is his name Tony Gravely? Because I want to say that Bisping and Cruz were calling him Gravely, and that just doesn't make sense.
I say Gravely.
It looks like Gravely.
I say Gravely. Man.
It just Gravely just doesn't look right and doesn't sound right. But anyway,
if they're saying Gravely, whatever, man.
They're fighters. They've been hitting the head too many goddamn times.
Right. Especially Bisping. Shout out Hendo. UFC 100 jab.
Tony Gravely, Anthony Burchett.
Yeah, not a lot to talk about here. Gravely dominated the first round, got the TKO in the second round. Almost a 10. If we would have went to the judges' scorecards, 10-8 in that first round.
I don't think so. I think it's a 10-9. The first round, dude. These guys came out at a fucking killer pace.
Yeah,
that pace was amazing.
But Gravely was winning every decision.
Yeah. Gravely was sharp. I mean, I love the way this kid looked coming out. He was sharp on every level, on every angle. And even when the fight got to the ground, he didn't panic. He handled his business. Both these guys are top wrestlers, and Gravely was just definitely you could tell he
got taken down at the end of the first round, right?
I believe that's right. Okay. But I mean, he didn't panic, and he finished the fight in the second round quick. Burchett took a lot of heavy shots too. He ate a lot of shots in the first round from Gravely, and But yeah, I mean, I want to see this kid get the next step up, a good taste of what's next one. We'll see.
I think we all want to see that. Next, we got Austin Hubbard, unanimous decision win over UFC newcomer Dakota Bush.
Yeah.
I like Bush, man. I picked him on the show. I believe I did.
I think you did. It was definitely
1-1 going into round 3. Hubbard clearly won round 3. No real controversy there. Yeah. We'll get to the controversy later on.
And respect to Bush. He took that fight Monday or Sunday of last week. He took it on like a week's notice.
Right.
So, he came out there and he competed.
Right.
You can't hate the kid for that. But yeah, this was Hubbard's fight to take on.
Next, we got Meerschaert bouncing back after the Chimaev loss, getting a sub.
Really though?
Huh?
Really though?
What do you mean?
Oh, this fight pissed me off, man. Fabianski. I picked Fabianski, so yeah, I'm a little butthurt. But yeah. Fabianski, fucking just dove right into the guillotine choke, man. He fucking head first. There's one thing you got to stay away from with Meerschaert, and that's just fucking choke.
But,
and that's exactly what he did. He just dove right into it.
Yeah, I mean, Meerschaert, the veteran that he is, took the head, got the guillotine, first round, easy work. Next, this is sentimental to me, man. I have a soft spot in my heart for Jessica Penne. She looked great.
She's been battling with the USDA for a while.
Yeah.
What was it? 5 years? 6 years?
4
years?
Something like that.
It's been a long layoff for her.
This is the controversy I was talking about. Arguably, she lost that third round. It was 1-1 going into the third round. I scored it for
Gagnez.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I scored it for Gagnez too. I'm not upset with the decision,
right?
Because, this is why us as fans or us as critics, whatever you want to call us, we always say don't leave it in the judge's hands. This is why.
This is maybe the first UFC fight we had a powerbomb in the.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But you know what it was? Is she recognized how good or how lopsided.
Penne was on the ground. She didn't want anything of it, man.
She wasn't going to try to slam her unconscious. That way the fight ended up on the ground. She just fucking threw her off of her. But yeah, that's what it looked like. Undertaker's fucking last ride.
Absolutely, man.
I was waiting for a 3 count, but yeah, man. I'm not upset with the decision. It was a good fight, and even though Gagnez lost that fight, I think Lupi has a very high ceiling.
Yeah,
that was her first loss in her professional career. It was her UFC debut. She'll learn from it and she'll come back.
Controversy continues in our next fight here. Romanov. And Espino.
Espino, yeah, it was a technical split decision in favor of Romanov.
I mean, Espino, in my opinion, was winning that third round before it got stopped, and another 1-1 round going in. The first round fight.
The first round was close. They both, I think Romanov got a takedown early and then landed a couple shots on Espino. But Espino ended the first round with a takedown, so I could have seen the first round getting scored either way.
Right.
I did think that Romanov won the second round, so I had it 1-1 going into the third. And then,
as a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately.
So how would you score the first 2 minutes or whatever it was of the third round?
You hate to see a fight in that way. Well, I mean, it was definitely a groin shot there. Why they
absolutely. Excuse my ignorance here. So the fight was at the Apex, right? So is that a Nevada rule, or is that?
You got me.
Because we very rarely see we very rarely see that anyways. But if a fight or controversial like that into the third round, when have we ever seen a fight judged as the fight happens, or whatever we see in the fight?
I don't know how that works.
I don't really know how to describe that.
With groin shots or what? Because Aljo taking the
why didn't why didn't
rules? Maybe eye pokes or a groin shot. Those are things that are unavoidable in some circumstances.
But why doesn't the fight go to a no decision or a no contest right at that point? That
I don't know.
That was a rule that I wasn't too familiar with.
Yeah, but the way it works.
Anyways, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
It was an accidental groin shot. They had to stop the dude. Romanov took all 5 minutes at 105 in the third round. So they had to judge the fight with what was there. The fight ended at 105 in the third round. They had to judge the third round with a minute and 5 seconds.
And that's what I'm saying. I like it.
Yeah, but a minute 5 seconds, it's hard to judge a fight. I mean, depending on the fight, a lot can happen in a minute 5.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought Espino did. Technically, a minute 5, I thought Espino won the third round.
Was winning the third round. Yeah. If we're going to judge it that way, Espino won the fight 29-28, in my opinion.
Maybe these judges just said, you threw the shot, you should lose the fight. I don't know, what these guys think. But Espino, he hadn't fought in a couple of years, I want to say, but
right.
He lost technical split decision. Romanov gets the win there.
Moving on, Crazy Bob Ross, Luis Pena, another close fight, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be a theme of this card running through it, man. I mean,
Pena defeated Alex Munoz split decision.
I scored it for Munoz.
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too, man.
First,
if y'all know, I'm looking for a second job, and I think I'm a goddamn good MMA judge. So
ditto.
Let me know where I need to go.
I think I am as well, man.
Let me know where I need to go. Fuck it. I'll judge a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he did enough the first and third round. Pena's definitely the second.
Yeah.
Third's close, but
man, Pena ate some shots, but he was definitely the more active fighter. He was Munoz had him moving, but Munoz was throwing the shots, landing the shots, and Pena was just eating them. I don't know if it was Pena's pressure or his activity. I'm sure that's what swayed some of the judges.
I'm sure his octagon control.
I'm not mad that Bob Ross got the win here.
Right.
Like, I'm not mad the judges gave it to him. I could see why they did. Just me and my own personal opinion, I had it scored for Munoz. But that's what you get in split decisions. Don't leave it to the judges, boys. Just get your money, get your performances. Don't leave it to the judges.
Right.
So, next fight of the night.
Sorry, took a sip there.
Cold beer. Is the main event of the undercard.
Love cold beer and big booty bitches. Shout out our boy Sonny Leva.
Yeah, man. Thanks for listening, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Tracy Cortez defeated Justine Kish via another split decision.
Theme of the night for sure.
This is Cortez fight in a while, right? This was her first fight in a while, I want to say.
Right.
But
Kish as well.
No, Kish fought last year, I think, in August. She lost that fight, but I expected Cortez to come out here and show that she's the next big thing at 27 years old.
I liked Cortez's pressure. The only thing I'll say is Kish defended a lot too. I mean, Kish. Both fighters look great in this fight. If you want my opinion, I had money on the fight, so maybe I was.
I didn't bring this up, or I meant to bring this up at the start, but Cortez missed weight by half a pound. And she chose not to try to cut it. So she chose to forfeit her money, a percentage of her money not to cut.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Bisping and Cruz during the fights were talking about how a lot of times that last half pound it just drains you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was the case. She said her camp didn't go the way she wanted, like cutting weight didn't go the way she wanted. So I hope that making flyweight's not an issue in the future because I think she's got great potential. But at the same time, I thought Kish could have very well won this fight. She outstruck her on the feet, which I was surprised for Cortez. I thought this was Cortez's fight to win and put a stamp on it. But Kish outstruck her. I expected Kish to get the decision. I'm not mad about it again. I mean, all these fights were close. I wouldn't be mad if they went either way. I didn't have money on it.
You're right.
But Cortez got outstruck by Kish on the feet. She missed weight. She's got to improve on the feet. She's got the ground game. She's
She's definitely got the ground game.
But she's got to improve on the feet if she wants to see better success.
So, yeah, we're right into the
main card.
Main card. No, that was the first two fights of the main card with
I thought that
with Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, that fucked me up. That fucked me up. I got my notes on.
Well, let's just talk about it now. So Jeremy Stevens, Dakar Close, or how do you say it?
Dakar
Close. Anyways, right. Steven pushes Close at the weigh-ins and apparently injures Close.
It was fucked. Right? It was fucked up. It was a gnarly push. Yeah. Man. I mean, I'm not trying to take sides with Close. We've seen nastier shit at weigh-ins, I think.
Definitely, man.
But Close had his hands fucking Masvidal behind his back, dude. Like, there was no ill will there. I don't know what He had a mask on, so maybe he said something.
Right. We don't know. But Stevens has always kind of been that type of fighter. He's an
antagonist.
Right. That's
who he is.
He's got to work himself up to get up for a fight, and that was his way.
Stevens was coming down, or he was going back up? He was coming back up from featherweight to lightweight. He was going up a weight class.
Right.
So, he probably felt like he had something to prove.
Dana White come out and said he blamed Sean Shelby for...
Did you see the still frame picture of Stevens' push and Shelby's face in the background was like, I just lost my job. It's fucked up looking, man.
Oh, man.
It's definitely, them guys get chest to chest like that. You got to protect the fighters. That's your job. They fight on fight night. You got to protect them. I don't blame Dana White.
As much as we talk shit about Dana White, Dana gets in there, man, and he'll separate two guys if need be, man. And,
I love Dana.
Yeah.
I love Dana.
A lot of people talk shit about Dana. I mean, Dana does some things I don't agree with, but for the most part, I love Dana, man.
My biggest beef with Dana is I feel like they could pay the fighters more.
Absolutely.
But other than that, Dana is a good president of the company.
Yeah.
I wish he ran the company I work for. Hope nobody listens to this from work.
Shout out Wayne Randall.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, that fight got canceled. Close said he had like a neck sprain or something from the push at the weigh-ins. I don't know if there's going to be any discipline handed down to Stevens in that. I doubt it. Hopefully, this fight gets rebooked in the future because that's a storyline they can build off of. A little bad blood there.
Yeah.
Next, moving on, the third fight of the main card. Since I got all ass backwards there for you fellas, was Abdul Rahab Alsan versus Jacob Malkoon, training partner of Robert Whitaker.
Right. Surprising.
Yeah, I did have money on this. I had knockout first round Al Hassan here. I thought the knockout artist would live up to his name here, and he proved to me that he doesn't know shit about a ground game.
Right.
Does he know this is MMA, or does he think this is kickboxing?
Malkoon, when you think of Malkoon, you don't necessarily think of wrestling right off the bat. You think of his striking, kind of like Rob.
I think he was getting knocked out by Phil Halls in like a minute.
Easy now.
I mean, that's UFC the only fight. That's the only fight I had to judge.
UFC debut, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously learned a lot since then. I mean, this guy played the clinch game, the ground game. He did the Matt Hughes game plan here to Alsan, which is the right thing to do.
Wanted every position here.
What?
I mean, he wanted every position here. Yeah.
I mean, Al Hassan proved that once he got on his back, he was like a fucking fish on its side, dude. He didn't know how to get back straight. He couldn't get off the ground. And as much as we love watching this guy fight on his feet, he's got to improve. I mean, I love to watch a guy. I love to watch him throw hands, but it ain't no fun just sitting there watching him lay on his back and get dominated that way. It's not like he took a lot of damage. I feel like Al Hassan could come back in a month and fight again, but
right.
He needs to take some time off and improve his game for sure.
A la Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Next we go to the young, svelte Andre Arlovsky.
UFC Hall of Famer, baby.
UFC Hall of Famer. Man, finding that fountain of youth against
42 years old. And you heard after the fight, he said he hopes UFC gives him, 2 more years?
Right. He looks great, dude. Like
he's more than
he's Randy Couture-esque. Like he's dialing back the clock.
I'd put 42-year-old Arlovsky up against 42-year-old Couture any day of the week, and my money would be on Arlovsky.
Easy there.
Easy there, or you're saying easy money?
No, I'm saying
like pump the brakes.
I'm pump the brakes. Randy was good at north of 40.
Randy too. I'm just
he was good at north of 40, man.
I think Arlovsky swallows that
motherfucker. He may just because it's at heavyweight. Randy went back down to light heavy at the end of his.
Pick a number, bro.
Yeah, man. Just he lost that first round.
Well, let's say what it is. I mean, Arlovsky will beat Sherman
by decision,
unanimous decision. Chase Sherman, Vanilla Gorilla. Shout out Mississippi. Sherman came out great in the first round.
Yeah,
but the second half of the first round
could have stopped Andre.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, it was close.
It seems like Andre always gets he has to get hit a few times before he says, "Okay, I'm in the fight."
Yeah, right.
But I mean,
a la Forrest Griffin. Yeah.
So Arlovsky was chopping the tree down with the leg kicks in the first round, and you could see after the end of the first round, you could see it wearing on Sherman's left leg.
Right.
Them leg kicks definitely stole the show for Arlovsky in this one.
Yeah. He was just impressive in the second. Come back and definitely won the second and third round.
Yes. I thought Sherman won the first round, but
29-28.
Yeah,
the judges got this right.
Yeah, Arlovsky left an impression with them leg kicks that helped him win the fight in the second and third round. Just pick them apart. Sherman just couldn't avoid it. You know, he was slowed down by them leg kicks. The leg kicks won him the fight.
And we'll transition to our heavyweight fight draft after this.
Yeah, heavyweight fight draft.
But
Anthony's gonna kick my ass in this draft.
That's the new co-main event, or that was the new co-main event. But let's get on to the main event. This is what everybody tuned in to see. Stayed up past 11 o'clock for.
Yeah, and if you watch Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, fuck you.
Fuck you, man. That fight was so fucking rigged. Let's just get into that quick.
You're the one who said we couldn't talk about this shit on here.
No, dude. Fuck that.
No, fuck that. We're not going to get into it.
He took a dive. That's all I'm going to say. He took a dive.
I think the ref was paid off. It was fucking weird, man. The ref let him stand up and looked at him, and Jake Paul got in his face, and the ref acted like he was going to fight. Then he looked back at Ben and was like,
"Oh wait, I'm supposed to call this."
Wait, I just said if you watch the fight, fuck you, but I'm breaking it down.
We watched it after the fact. We watched it after the fact.
No, man, the ref waved it off. I didn't get it. Fuck it. You know, let's throw Nate Diaz in there with Jake Paul and let's talk money. Fuck them. Anyway, main event. Bobby Knuckles, baby. Bobby Knuckles, baby. We talked about it last week. We said, you know, what's the possibility here that if Whitaker doesn't finish this fight, I said Whitaker has to finish this fight so Vettori doesn't jump him. I'm getting excited, man. I'm pumped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm being loud, guys. I hope we don't fuck up the audio. You know, I was really worried. I thought Whitaker had to stop the fight somehow, some way to make sure he got that next shot at Adesanya. Got his rematch with Adesanya. I thought Vettori. They had Vettori in the booth in the.
He did.
The
I did see him.
Yeah. Man, anyway, you know, I really thought there was a possibility here that Vettori could jump him, but after that fucking performance, fight of the night here, guys.
Yeah.
And after that performance, dude, and Gastelum fought a good fight.
He fought a good fight.
This was a 5-round decision, unanimous decision. Whitaker won every round, 50-45, no doubt about it. If you score,
which is hard to say. Gastelum still looked good in a fight like that, but he did.
It was just
he did. He was
Whitaker is so fucking sharp.
I would say Gastelum would start every exchange, which was making him look good. But then Bobby would, you know, would throw. Just that extra strike that would.
So unorthodox. He's so unorthodox. He had that head kick in the first round, but it was like a 1-2. It was a left right and then a right head kick followed by the right hand.
Dude, you want to talk about
crazy?
All right, I had Cortez and Whitaker.
Yeah,
that head kick in the first round.
You had Whitaker by decision.
Decision, right. I had them both decision. What did I say?
No, you said it right.
Okay, yeah. I had them both by points, right? So that head kick in the first round, I'm like, oh my God. I'm a big Whitaker fan, so I'm like, I'm happy at the same time.
You're hoping to Sean O'Malley. Let him up, damn it.
So, yeah, but Gastelum, credit to him, man. He took everything that Whitaker... You know, every shot Whitaker gave him, and he came back.
And he's got the right attitude.
He fought a great...
He came out Sunday and said he's not done. You know, his head's in the right place. So, yeah, this guy's still a competitor. And, you know, the middleweight division's going to need him around. Yeah, maybe we'll see a Holland Gastelum.
Yeah, Holland Gastelum. I text you that Saturday night.
Gastelum won't take him down, I don't think. Unless he gets fucking rocked or something.
Yeah, he may. But
I'll watch it. Give Holland time. I'm not ready to watch Holland fight again. I need him to have some time.
Right.
But Whitaker, dude, what's next for Whitaker? Saying that earlier, Vittori's not jumping this motherfucker. Bobby Knuckles is back, baby. With that being said, with the performance he has, I don't think he's beating Whitaker. I don't think he's beating Adesanya. I think he can. You're not gonna outkickbox Adesanya, dude. I know Whitaker's your boy. I hate to say it to you. You're not out kickboxing Adesanya, but yeah, take my money. I'm gonna watch it for sure. What do you think? He's definitely earned Adesanya, no doubt about it.
Definitely, and he said it after the fight. They need to meet again. You know, so Whitaker kind of alluded to there's a few tricks that Whitaker didn't or that he's learned since the fight, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Whitaker's better, but Adesanya,
there's always room to improve as a fighter. You never know at all.
I mean, Whitaker was coming off a pretty significant injury in that first fight. So, let's see it, man. That's the fight to make, though.
I don't think. Yeah, for sure, that's the fight to make. I don't.
He earned it. He earned his title shot.
Is there a name that comes to your head that you think can out kickbox Adesanya in the UFC? Is there any fighter that can out kickbox Adesanya?
It's tough. I mean, Whitaker would be the one.
Yeah,
Whitaker would be the one, but we're gonna see it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Holloway was 185 pounds.
Yeah.
No, man. I love Whitaker. I love Izzy too. I mean, I think it's gonna be a hell of a show.
I'm ready to see it.
Somebody's getting caught.
All right, man. It's time, dude. We talked about Andre. Let's do this.
What's break down the rules just so I can get a refresher here.
Okay.
I'm not real sure. I just know we're drafting fights.
Right. So we're gonna draft. I'm gonna flip a coin. You're gonna call it heads or tails. You get to pick whether you go second or first. All right, or whoever wins the toss. We're gonna draft 5 fights, and then we want you, the audience, to tell us who has the best top 5 heavyweight fights. Okay,
dude, I only wrote down 5 fights.
Well then you better hope I don't draft one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Call it in the air, motherfucker. Heads or tails?
Hells.
Hells? What the fuck is Hells?
What did it land on?
Call it right this time, motherfucker. Great radio.
That's what I called. Heads.
All right, it's heads.
Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go. Who the fuck flips a penny in a coin flip?
Motherfucker, it's the only goddamn coin I had.
This man flipped a penny.
Whatever, man.
God damn.
All right, so you picking first or second? You want because it's a snake draft. You'll have 2 and 3 if you pick 2.
I'm gonna pick second because I don't think your first pick will be even on my list.
Because you saw it before the fucking podcast. You saw it.
I don't think so. I've had a couple drinks since then. So.
I'm gonna tell. No free ads.
I didn't sponsor nobody. I said a couple drinks.
Drinks, yeah, that could be anything. Apple juice.
Apple juice.
All right.
Maybe some vodka.
So I'm drafting first here. I'm gonna go with a fight that at the time these were the 2 baddest motherfuckers on the planet, right? You had the number 1 guy versus the number 2 guy. The number 2 guy had the interim title.
This motherfucker's building it up, and he's going to say Daniel Cormier.
Motherfucker. All right, listen. This was the biggest fight at the time, dude. Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin.
Damn it.
UFC 116.
Damn it. Hey, bro, I tried to find. Go ahead and give your reason.
Let me talk about this, man. Let me talk about the fight, and then we can. At the time, man, this was billed up as the biggest heavyweight fight in UFC history. Obviously, the DC and Miocic rematches are maybe bigger than that now, but at the time, these were the baddest motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah, dude, I remember being so pumped for that fight.
Carwin. Well, let's just recap it. Carwin hurts Lesnar in the first round bad. I'm talking about shout out ref with Josh Rosenthal. Let's the fucking fight. Let's Brock recover, gather himself, gets through that first round. Carwin's fucking gassed, and that's on the stool going into the second round.
They're like the same guy almost.
Yeah.
Like the fucking lunchbox pail,
man,
fist,
5XL gloves.
Yeah, the wrestlers, they were just fucking shredded.
Man. So, Carwin's fucking gassed going into the second round. Brock comes out, takes his ass down, arm triangle, dude. Submission. Brock submission. If we was gamblers back then, dude, because we were like, how old were we back then? 20? I don't know. That was like 10 years ago now.
Dude, I tried when I was doing the research, just to try to refresh my brain of all the heavyweight fights in the UFC history, and I ran across this when I was like immediately put it on my list, and I said, dude, what were the fucking odds if you could bet Brock Lesnar by submission? I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
If you can find them, please at me.
Yeah.
Let me know because, dude, I guarantee you it was like plus
3,000. I mean, yeah.
Like Brock by submission. Damn, dude, if y'all know how to travel in time, fuck.
I don't know. It may have been maybe a little less, but it was
horseshit.
Maybe a little less than 3,000. Dude,
nobody even knew Brock knew how to perform a submission.
But maybe he takes him down, catches a rear naked. You got to think about that.
Brock doesn't even know. The only rear naked Brock knows is how to mount his wife.
Shout out Sable.
Yeah. I'm gonna get on top of my wife tonight. I guess I get 2 here. And
you get 2 and 3.
Yeah, I know. I guess I get 2 picks here. That was one of them, man. I guess I'm gonna take first pick. I'm gonna try to build it up like Anthony. At the time, these guys weren't even in the picture for the heavyweight title. But holy shit, did you stand up on the edge of your... No, I'm just fucking with you. Pat Barry, Czech Congo.
Wow. That was my number 2.
Pat Barry, Czech Congo, man. Who was it who rocked him first? Pat Barry rocks him on his ass. I thought the fight was going to stop.
Yeah.
Congo found his way back up. Pat rocks him again.
Yeah, twice.
Pat rocks him again.
Twice.
And when I say rock him, I mean like eyes roll back.
Yeah,
fucking
out.
Yeah, this is probably, if you make a list of your greatest UFC comebacks ever, this has got to be on it too. And then out of fucking nowhere, Congo drops him, and Pat. I thought he was dead. Pat Barry, dude. I'm getting
amped up right now, dude.
That was like, you thought like Stipe's chicken leg was bad, dude. Fucking Pat Barry, like I thought that was it. Like
that was the close number 2 for me. Just maybe the hype up to the fight with it being a main event for the title, the unified title.
Yeah.
Gave Lesnar and Carwin the edge there, but you're just talking about action. Congo Barry is where it's at.
Yeah. All right. So
you got 3 here too.
Yeah. For my next pick, I like if that fight don't tell you, I like fights that go back and forth where guys are getting rocked. And
I know where you're going here.
The heavyweight division is a great one for when guys just get rocked back and forth. Arlovsky, Travis Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. That fight, I think
UFC 187.
I think Arlovsky rocked him first. I don't remember, man. I'd have to go back and watch it. You only need like what? This fight was 1 round.
1 round.
But it felt like it was fucking 3. That's how much action was in this 1 round, dude. I mean, I want to say Arlovsky hurt him, and then close to the end of the first, like Brown hits him, and I thought that was it. Arlovsky was done, and then fucking he comes back and wins it. I don't know how to elaborate on fights well, but dude, I mean, just in that moment, I remember we were watching that fight together,
right?
And we were like ready to fucking Hulk Hogan our shirts and run down
dude,
the street.
It was awesome, man.
It was awesome.
My memory doesn't serve me. Was that the opening of the pay-per-view card?
So. I think so.
Maybe. I want to say it was, dude. It set the tone, man. It really did. So I got number 4 overall here. I'm happy to have this at number 4 overall. Could arguably be the best heavyweight fight of all time in the UFC. Mark Hunt, Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Give it to me at 4 overall. Yeah, I feel like it's a number 1 pick.
Yeah, that very well could be a number 1 pick.
Man, dude, rock'em sock'em robots, back and forth. Fight ends in a draw.
Are both those guys in bare knuckle now?
I know Bigfoot. I know Bigfoot is.
I know he was. I don't know if he still is.
I haven't heard from Mark Hunt since he lawsuit against UFC for Brock Lesnar fight.
Yeah.
Man, just you talk about almost like a sparring session. Just I hit you, you hit me. Let's just fucking give each other fucking CTE, bro. God.
Hey, is that a nursery rhyme? That's like an MMA nursery rhyme.
Hey, bro.
I hit you, you hit me. Let's
give each other CTE. Holy shit! I think we got.
You need to trademark that shit before. Put that shit on a T-shirt before somebody gets it.
Yes. If
I hit you, you hit me. Let's both go out with CTE.
Something to that nature. If you other fucks come out with that shirt before I get it out,
I will fucking curb stomp your fucking ass.
Shout out Seth Rollins.
Curb stomp. I was thinking American history.
All right, so I'll have 5.
Put your teeth to the curb, and you'll have a lot worse than CTE, motherfucker.
All right, so I'll have 5 coming back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a sentimental pick here.
I am. I'm almost out of picks here.
That's okay. This one's not on your list, dude. I'm going to go with DC.
Knew it.
Becoming the double champion, man. Knocking out Stipe Miocic in their first fight. Even me as a DC fan did not expect a knockout here. I knew he would have power at heavyweight. I knew he would have, I guess it's redundant what I'm about to say. More power on his punches. Stipe clinches up and he hits him with a fucking, short fucking hook here. Drops Stipe, lights out. DC, arms up, looking at John Anik, his buddy on fucking commentary. That image lives on for me in MMA history, man. DC is my guy, man.
We know.
I know, man. But just in that moment, man, we didn't watch that fight together. I was here with my dad, and hopefully we'll have him on the podcast.
Do I need to leave the room? So
no, I'm just saying. No, man. Hey, I'm just saying this may look at me like me jerking fucking DC off, man. But at that moment, it was just like all the shit that he had went through with the John Jones situation and everything, being at light heavyweight, not being the quote unquote real champ. He fucking was the real champ. He beat Stipe. That's my fucking.
He was the heavyweight champ. He wasn't the real double champ though. You
shut your fucking mouth. All right, you're up.
Oh, shut your fucking mouth. But guess what, buddy? You're up.
You're up. Good luck.
Well, since I only have like one fight left on my list, I might as well use it here.
Some good fights out there.
Don Fry and Takayama.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, man.
Pride, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't watch this fight live, but I'm sure
every MMA fan has seen
this fight. Yeah, I'm sure 75% of the people listening didn't see this fight live. But yeah, man, just grab the back of my neck. I'll grab the back of yours, and we'll see who's got the hardest fucking right hand.
Yeah.
And dude,
old school strong style shit, man. Like let's just fucking go.
You want to get drunk? Let's watch that fight and take a shot for every punch landed.
I'm good.
Yeah.
We're done after the first. We're done. First round in Pride was 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, but
so we're done after the.
And I think Don Fry won that fight in the first round. But I mean, these dudes.
But it was like
fucking doing it to each other. Yeah, I mean that's all about that's the reason you watch fights, just for fucking duking it out just like that. So now I have to make another pick without a list. What pick is this? 7?
Yeah.
Second to last. I still have another fucking pick after this. All right, so this is not probably on any top heavyweight list ever.
Okay.
It's one that jumps out to me just because I'm into this kind of shit. I like to see different shit in a fight. It's shit you don't see every day. Do you remember Frank Mir Nogueira too?
I dig it, dude.
The Kimura that fucking separated his shoulder.
No, that's Mir. Oh. Okay.
Mir Nogueira.
Okay. I've got another one on my list. Gruesome fucking injury.
I know which one you're talking about. Okay. But no, Mir Nogueira. We were at your house at the townhouses over there.
The shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. Frank Mir. I think it was second round. I don't know off the top of my head. Frank Mir was winning the fight, I'm pretty sure. But he gets Nogueira in a Kimura, and it is the most gruesome Kimura I've ever seen in my life. And Nogueira refuses to fucking tap.
Yeah.
And who was the ref? Herdine, do you recall?
Man, don't. UFC 93, right? Headlined by Forrest Evans?
Man, I don't know. 93? Is it that long ago?
No, I'm thinking that's Nogueira Mir 1.
I don't remember.
That's Nogueira Mir 1.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I got you.
Anyway, Rodrigo doesn't tap.
Mir wins by knockout.
You see his fucking shoulder come apart.
Yes.
And whoever the ref was, it was like
that's their second fight. I'm getting mixed up with their first.
Besides Anderson breaking his leg and maybe a one or two here, that is the most gruesome shit I've ever seen. And yeah, I love Mir. I love Mir for that. I had him in that fight, and that shit will stay in my brain forever. I won't ever forget that. So it's got to be on my list.
So that you've got 4. You've got 4.
Second. That was yeah.
So
you got 2 here.
So it's back to me here. I'm gonna go with not the most exciting fight. Good opening moment is when Randy comes back from the contract dispute. Goes back up to heavyweight, accepts a fight with Tim Sylvia, and wins the fucking heavyweight title at UFC 68, dude. That's not particularly a great fight, but just a great moment to be an MMA fan, man.
Yeah,
Randy dominated.
Because Tim Sylvia was that guy.
Almost a foot fucking taller than
Tim
Randy.
Sylvia was a scary motherfucker in those days.
Yeah.
Tim Sylvia might not be shit now, but back then he was a scary motherfucker.
Well, I'm not asking him to be the shit now. I'm talking about back.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying for the guys that are listening.
And I mean, he just dominated every round, dude. Just gives a big fuck you to Dana and the UFC brass. Like, hey, motherfucker, you needed me. You went with Chuck and Tito. Like, fuck you, man. Randy winning the title, UFC 68. Give it to me. I'll stick with fuck. Where do I go here, man? I'm fuck. So this is what, my fifth pick. This is my last pick. Yeah. This is my last pick here.
Take your time, buddy. I gotta find some shit.
I'm gonna go with.
Hey, bro.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say Couture.
Cain Velasquez.
Oh, I was about to say. I was just getting ready to ask you, like, how fucked up would this list be if we left off a Cain fight? If we left off Cain Velasquez and Junior Dos Santos,
yeah.
How fucked up would that have been?
No, I'm going Brock Cain though.
I know, but I'm just saying if we left off one of them two guys.
I love Cain and JDS. They're on my honorable mentions, but Cain Brock at the time, I want to say in my bubble, everybody was counting Cain out. Besides. Again, shout out Sonny Leyva. That was his guy.
Brown Pride? Does that apply there?
Hell yeah, it does.
Texican.
But man, dude, Cain just the vision of Brock with the beard, longer hair, fucking big ass gash over his eye. That visual and Cain standing above him as the UFC heavyweight champion. That visual will live on in my fandom for years and years to come, man. So I'm glad to have that as my last pick. That rounds out my fucking draft. I'm happy. I'm happy. So last pick of the Mr. Irrelevant here.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of different directions I could go with this pick. I could say a Junior Dos Santos fight. He's a great champion.
Yeah.
I could say a Fabricio Verdum. Fedor fight would be a good pick. I could say Lesnar Couture. Lesnar getting the cold. Greatest heavyweight fight I've ever seen in my life, dude. Derek Lewis, Francis Ngannou.
You're fucking.
No, that's the worst fucking fight ever. No, man, I'm gonna say any Derek Lewis fight. That's probably my favorite heavyweight to watch fight.
So Volkov?
Yeah, I mean whatever fight. No, what was my balls was hot fight?
That's Volkov.
No, I thought that's when he said President Trump told me to knock this Russian motherfucker out.
You're right. My balls was hot. Oh, fuck.
I think it might have been Volkov. Why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot.
Yeah, that's Volkov. That's
and
Volkov.
When he knocked out this dude has
Oleinik, was it? Oleinik was the
No, that was last year. That was last year.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, this guy has it all. He beats Travis Brown and says, "Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass at?" This dude's got it figured out. Like,
just for the post fight, you're taking Derek Lewis's resume, right? I'm cool with it.
I'm out of picks here.
I'll allow it. I'm
out of picks here, man.
Derek Lewis's fucking resume is Shawnee's last pick, just for the simple fact we get the most knockouts in UFC history.
Heavyweight history. UFC heavyweight history and the best post-fight interviews in UFC history.
Like, I love the pick, dude. You're getting Derek Lewis's catalog here. I love it, dude. All right.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all right, man. That's what we do here.
All
so
right,
I'm going to run through my picks, and then you can run through your picks.
I'm supposed to write them down.
Oh.
Pat Barry, Czech Congo.
Yeah, Brown Arlovsky.
Yeah. So I had Pat Barry, Czech Congo was my first pick. Arlovsky, Travis Brown, my second pick. Third pick was Don Fry, Takayama. Fourth pick was Frank Mir, Nogueira 2. Last but not least, any Derek Lewis fight, take your pick. I'll back that motherfucker besides the Ngannou fight. That's the only one I want back. Any other fight than that, I'll take it. Let's go, baby.
All right. And then I went with Lesnar, Carwin. Hunt versus Bigfoot. I went with DC versus Steve A1, winning the UFC heavyweight title. Double champ.
Sentimental pick.
# double champ. It's a good fight, too, dude.
Faux double champ.
Fuck you. Randy versus Tim Sylvia, the Maniac. And then rounded out with Kane Brock. Tell us who won the fucking draft. All right. Let us know. At Sean Dog B, at AJ No Styles, at the Jab Podcast. Let us fucking know.
So, yeah, I mean, if there's one we missed there, guys, you got our hashtags, or what is it called? You got our handles?
Handles.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm learning, man. You got our handles. If there's one we missed, please, feel
let
free.
us know, man.
Feel free. Maybe y'all know one that I haven't seen or we haven't seen, and I can go back and watch it. I'm a fight fan.
We can go through a couple here. Brock Mir too, UFC 100, man.
Yeah, that was a big
great
card
post.
at the time.
Yeah, huge card. It was before Conor was a thing.
What was the main event of that card? GSP and who?
No.
Thiago Alves?
No, Brock and Mir was the main event.
No, I thought GSP was.
GSP Alves was the co-main. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
that might be that fight, that Brock Lesnar Mir fight. That might be the greatest post-fight interview of all time.
Yeah, if we're talking about Derek Lewis, like I'm gonna fucking go drink Bud Light or Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing.
the biggest sponsor in the center of the mat. And he's like, I'm gonna go drink Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing.
And then I'm gonna go get on top of my wife. Shout out Sable again. Two fucking Sable shout outs in this podcast.
I'm gonna go get on my wife. Man.
I'm gonna go fucking get on top of my wife. Yeah.
Fucking trip.
Man, dude, I like that. Let's keep doing that each week.
If there's another topic y'all would want us to talk about, fucking throw it out there, dude.
Give us some topics. Fuck.
There you go, man. Hey,
all right, man. Shawnee just
poured a shot of this Old Smoky Mango Habanero whiskey. No free ads here, guys.
No free ads, but this shit is good, man.
This shit goes down nice. I'm more of a bourbon Jägermeister type of guy, but this shit right here, it's pretty good to drink straight. Love you, bud.
Love you, man.
Here we
go.
The biggest fight card of the year since Poirier McGregor. And I think this has potential to be
bigger.
To be bigger, yeah. I think the number one rated card as of right now, as far as Tapology, is UFC on ABC 1, Holloway Cater.
Right.
And I want to say Poirier McGregor is 2 or 3. I might be skipping.
As far as just views in general, right?
I don't know if it goes by views or just how good the card actually ended up being.
Okay.
I'm not sure what stipulations they use here. But, dude, I've been waiting 2 fucking weeks to talk about this card.
I was hyped about Bobby Knuckles and Gastelum, but it was kind of top heavy, man.
It was for sure. Everybody did it.
I mean,
we might go a little long here, dude. But I mean, I hope you packed your fucking list.
I mean,
maybe packed a sleeping bag today.
We're at 52 minutes already, dude.
Fuck it.
So
fuck them minutes. I mean, if you don't like the heavyweight shit, skip through it. I know that's kind of late to tell you now. You probably don't listen, but sorry about it, bro.
Hey, man. All right, so. Let's get into it here.
Hold on. So, I want to mention this up front.
A lot of UFC debuts.
No, I want to mention this up front. Weili Zhang is the most popular Chinese fighter to ever fight in the UFC. So, this is a card where they plug in a lot of these Chinese guys because there's going to be a lot of. This might sound fucked up. I don't like saying this. I don't know how else to word it though. There's going to be a lot of Chinese eyes on this.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. That's you're not out of bounds at saying that.
The fucking phrase "Chinese eyes" kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I hope
you don't take that offensively.
Yeah, don't take that offensively. He's saying there's more Chinese viewers.
Yes,
that's a better way of saying that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, for sure. So a lot of these guys on the undercard,
these Chinese prospects are there because of Weili Zhang, right?
They're there because of Weili Zhang. Weili Zhang is the first Chinese UFC champion. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. Jessica and Josh.
I've tried to research a lot of this stuff.
We can't. It's hard, man. This is going to be a hard prelim card to get through.
We need it, man. I think. I think if you can get the Chinese guys in here,
absolutely. It just diversifies the whole UFC roster, man.
Yeah, and not that, dude. It can diverse the fans and everything, dude.
Yeah,
this can be like
this
is
a great
global thing.
This
is great for the sport. This is great. This is just great for fucking sports.
But
in general. Dana White does it again, man.
But we say that to there's a lot of these guys that we're not going to know a lot about, man.
Yes, so here's the thing.
So just don't think we don't know shit. No. But a lot of these guys we don't, we haven't seen yet. This will be the first. This will be the first sample that we get of these guys.
I don't give a fuck about that. There's going to be shit that I say that's fucking way off the left field that somebody can correct me on. I don't care. My thing is when Weili Zhang came up, it was fucking Weili Zhang, right? Or it was Zhang Weili, and now it's Weili Zhang.
Yeah.
I don't know the grammar, and it fucking bothers me.
Or the way she wants.
Like, I'm pretty sure the way I wrote these guys' names down, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying their last name first and their first name last.
Right.
Because when
it's a Yao Ming type situation.
It was Weili Zhang. Last time
Zhang Weili. Yeah. Or no, it was Zhang Weili first, and then now
it's Weili Zhang.
Oh, well.
Whatever, man.
Put respect on her fucking name, man. You're trying to.
Kamaru.
Right.
Kamaru, I'm trying.
Yeah, Kamaru.
I'm trying. All right. Let's get into it. First fight of the night is Na Luang versus Ariane Carnelossi. I'm going to stick with that. This is a straw... No, this is... What is 115? Strawweight, right?
Yeah.
This is a strawweight fight.
Carnelossi, the 210 favorite. Liang coming back at plus 168. Shawnee, break it down for us.
Where'd you get your odds?
FanDuel.
What day? I got them off of FanDuel this morning.
This morning?
No, I think I got mine off Tapology.
Okay.
Anyway, favorite. No, that's fine. I just, I don't know. Fuck it.
Okay, so what do you have it at?
I've got, it's not much off. Carnelossi at minus 165 and Lying at plus 140.
That's really fucking close.
I know. I just was curious. You had to fucking intrigue me there for a minute. Like we said, this is a strawweight fight. Na Luang making her UFC debut. She's 13-4. Carnelossi, she's 0-1 in the UFC, 12-2 overall. Her last loss, she hadn't fought Carnelossi. We're talking about the Brazilian.
Right.
She's young. I want to say she's like 24. Her last fight was in 2019. That's the only thing that scares me in this fight. Her last fight was in 2019. She fought Angela Hill and lost. She's 12-2. I just said that right. Do you want to guess what her two losses are? Angela Hill's one of them. That's her only That's her only fight in the UFC. She lost to Angela Hill. Do you know what her other loss is?
Hit me with it. Valentina?
No. She lost in a smaller organization to Amanda Hebus. Her only two losses.
Wow.
Her only two losses. So I would say, that's a pretty good resume from first glance. And Na Luang has got a lot to.
The Dragon Girl. Yeah.
She got a lot to prove here. She's 13-4 UFC debut. We said that. She's got 4 knockouts, 7 subs. She's got 2 wins via disqualification.
Yeah.
I won't bet this fight.
I won't either.
But I'm going to go.
If we got to pick for the show, I'm going to go with
Carnelossi.
Yeah, right. I agree with you. Next fight, we got Jeff Molina versus. Man, I don't even know.
Weili Aori. I'm almost 100% that's Aori, and I'm almost 100% I'm fucking up the Quiling. I don't care. Hey, man, real plug. Seeing these Chinese names, seeing these Mongolian names. Mortal Kombat comes out Friday. Dude,
hell yeah.
I'm going to watch the fuck out of that shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Molina, a Dana White Contender Series alum, fought August 25th last year. Jacob Silva won the unanimous decision. Did he earn a contract that night, or was this... Did he get the call later on? Man, I can't remember, man.
I don't know. Off the top of my head. I don't remember.
I do remember his fight, though, with Silva.
What weight class is this?
Flyweight? This is
125.
This is flyweight. You're right.
Okay. The notes that I got on this is probably my most favorite nickname on the card. This Chinese guy, Quiling Aori, fucking Mongolian murderer. If that doesn't fucking send chills down your spine,
yeah,
dude.
That's talking about El Jefe.
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
I think that means like the boss in Spanish. I'm not sure. I'm full-blooded American, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm going Molina here, man. I don't care about the fucking Mongolian murder.
This is technically Molina's UFC debut. This is technically Aori's UFC debut. Molina he's 8-2. Got 3 KO wins. 63% of the public vote is on Aori as of today, Wednesday, 4/21. But I'm going with Molina. I know his coach is Glory MMA, James Krause and them.
Right.
So I know he's got good guys in his corner. This is one of 2 fights on the card that are both guys are negative money.
Right.
The other fight being Weidman Hall later on.
Yeah, minus 110 on each side here. So it's virtually a pick 'em.
Yeah, so I don't know if you see value in it, maybe. But yeah, my pick's Molina.
All right. So me as well, Molina. Next we got let's see. Shit.
Next you got Kazuma Vargas versus Zurong. And if you pick against Zurong, then you wrong.
Don't make the wrong pick here.
Yeah, you wrong for picking against Zurong. So.
Yeah, minus 280 favorite here. Can't say much about either guy, man.
I've got a little bit to elaborate on.
I mean,
I think
Vargas.
This is my easiest pick of the night.
Vargas has fought Brock Weaver, Alex De Silva. So, he's been in there in the UFC, but yeah, man.
I mean, what is he?
Don't make the wrong pick. Pick wrong.
He's 0-2 in the UFC. I'm picking wrong only because I know he's 17-3. He's 21 years old, younger than Vargas. He's technically, according to Tapology, he is the number 1 lightweight out of China. I think that sticks out. I mean, China's a pretty big fucking place. 88% of the public votes on him. He has a slight reach advantage. 11 of his 17 wins come by knockout. My pick's Wong all the way here at the light heavyweight division.
I tend to agree. Next we got Dana Badriel versus Kevin Badriel versus Kevin Navidad.
Bro, don't repeat me because that was straight up a 100% guess at his name. I'm gonna say Dana Badriel versus Kevin Navidad. Yeah, Felice.
There's a V in there.
Yeah, whatever. What's his nickname?
Pam.
Any of these guys got good nicknames?
Are you saying Pam?
Pam.
I think I can help you with the pan dilemma.
I can taste it in my mouth. Is that onion or?
It's ketchup. Ketchup.
Yeah, this fight's at bantamweight.
Now the tuxedos seem a little fucked up.
Yeah, for sure. Step Brothers for you guys that don't know. If I have to explain it to you, it's not funny. Badriel's 8-2, 1-1 in the UFC. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He's got 78 of the public vote here. Nativa, he's 9-2, 0-1 in the UFC, 4-1 in his last 5. I don't have much to judge.
Montreal is ranked higher as far as worldwide rankings. He's 63. Navidad's 107. I'm gonna lean Badriel here. He's minus 200. I'll lay the chalk. Don't really want to take the underdog at Navidad here. He's plus 160 on the return. I'll lay the chalk here with Badriel. And
I'm glad you picked Montreal here because I'm going completely opposite. I'm going with Navidad.
Okay.
He didn't win his last fight. I remember watching it. I don't remember who it was against. But I want to say that I wasn't impressed with the way he fought, but I wasn't discouraged by it either.
Right.
I think this has potential to be a performance of the night type situation or a fight of the night type situation. But I'm just going with Navidad here because he's American.
This is next fight. We got a good little fight here, Tristan, because he's American.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were going to catch that. You just took off with it. I was like, oh shit.
Shit. No,
I'm going with Navidad here just to be different from you, buddy.
All right, man. Good little fight here. Tristan Connolly back. Didn't fight during the pandemic. Fought Michael Pereira.
Michel Pereira. And
And
this fight here is at featherweight. It's a 145.
Yeah. Fight. His UFC debut, he fought Pereira. Pereira, coming off the
70. That fight was at welterweight.
Coming off the crazy knockout that he had, Pereira, that is. Connolly took all the hype. Fucking unanimous decision, won every round against him back in September 19. Didn't fight during the pandemic. Fights Pat Sabatini, the number 1 ranked in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is a big city or big state that is.
Yeah, Sabatini. A lot of people were looking forward to his debut. He was supposed to fight Rafael Alves at I don't remember what the fight night was, but it was the Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades card. Alves missed weight, way over.
His long-awaited debut is what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, for sure. He's 13-3, 4-1 in his last 5.
Good on the ground, man. Renzo Gracie, fucking alum.
Yeah, both these guys. Both these guys are grapplers here. I expect this fight to be a match.
I'll go with Sabatini, just because Connolly's been out a whole year. I don't know what he's been doing since the pandemic. I like Sabatini here. The newcomer, long awaited. Let's fucking get it. Let's the bright lights maybe not be so fucking bright. Let's fucking get it. Pat Sabatini, book it.
Yeah, I mean he's the younger fighter here. I'm with AJ. I'm going Pat Sabatini, just because I don't know about Connolly. Like AJ said, he hadn't fought in the COVID era. He's definitely got the record to go with it. Both these guys have 9 sub wins, so I expect this.
Impressive.
Both these guys have 9 submission wins.
Yeah.
59% of the public is on Connolly here. The thing that worries me with Connolly, like you said, he's been off for a while. His last fight, his only fight in the UFC was at 170, and all his fights before that was at 155.
Right.
And now all of a sudden he's going down to 145. I don't know if that plays a factor. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. My pick, Sabatini. That's it, man.
We agree on that. Next, we got the Pettis brothers' teammate, Brendan Allen, all in.
All in. I wrote that down, dude. I love that.
Yeah, all in, dude.
All in, Allen.
All in, dude.
I love that nickname for the guy, for sure.
He lost his last fight. Had a skid against Sean Strickland. TKO loss. Strickland's a good fucking fighter. Wins against Kevin Holland, dude. Has beat Kevin Holland. Tom Breeze, Kyle Dawkins.
Tom Breeze. I like the Tom Breeze win for him more than I like the Kevin Holland win for him.
Kevin Holland before Kevin Holland got his big, but at the end of the day he beat Kevin Holland.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's just like Vettori hangs his hat on taking Izzy to a
But he choked out Kevin Holland to where he TKO'd Tom Breeze. And both those guys
absolutely.
I mean, if you look at his last 4 fights, they're fucking names. Kevin Holland, Tom Breeze, Kyle Dawkins, and Sean Strickland.
Right.
But Sean Strickland got the best of them. But, dude, my opinion of Sean Strickland is high. Like I really think he could be fighting for a title one day.
Oh, I do too. He takes on 9-3 Carl Roberson.
Good fight. This is a
good fight. Carl Roberson's Baby K nickname. Baby K. His 3 losses are by decision. So if this fight goes to the ground, let's see if his losses have got him to learn. What am I trying to say here? His fucking
if he learns from
his mistakes. Right.
So what
you say it better?
I knew we were going to get it in.
Yeah,
let's fucking baby. Let's go. I knew we were going to get it in. I knew we were going to get it in.
Let's fucking get it in. All right, Marvin Vettori in his last fight. He lost by submission, rear naked choke. He fought June of 2020. Holy shit, dude. Quit fucking smoking vape, motherfucker.
Damn. Just bust me out like that, sucker.
Huh?
I said, just bust me out like that, sucker. Anyway, I'll take it away from here, sir. Robertson's 9-3. Brendan Allen's 13-4. Both these guys are coming off losses. The argument you have, if you're siding with Robertson here, is his losses. You got Robertson pulled up. His losses are against good guys. I think it was Vettori, like you said.
Glover
at light heavyweight.
At light heavy.
And he's got one
Cesar Ferreira at light heavy.
Yeah, so those are not bad losses if you're Carl Robertson.
Yeah, we'll bring the NCAA basketball theory into this. Not bad losses. You know what I'm saying? If a team loses to a so-called number 1 seed, you don't look at it as a bad loss.
I mean, if you had the choice to lose to Glover Teixeira or Alexander Gustafsson right now, you're going to say Glover Teixeira.
Damn.
Sorry about it.
Damn.
Look, the thing that stood off the paper to me here.
People tell us we don't talk about Anderson Silva enough.
Really?
Yeah. They say we haven't brought him up in the podcast.
What's a scenario to bring him up though?
I'm just saying
I'm not going to talk bad about the guy.
No, we shout out a lot of fighters in this podcast, dude, but we haven't shouted out Anderson Silva.
I'm never going to talk bad about Anderson Silva.
Me neither.
He is the GOAT. He's the Tom Brady of the UFC. And
I just want to get that out there before we get to Weidman, because I don't want the first thing we say Anderson Silva in this podcast to be Weidman knocking his ass out, and then
Weidman was the guy to do it because it was Anderson.
Anderson is.
We'll get to that. Let's pump the brakes here a little bit. The thing about this Carl Robinson Brendan Allen fight that jumped off the page to me is that all three of Carl Robinson's fights, all three of Carl Robinson's losses come from chokes. And if you look at Brendan Allen, he's got 8 submission wins. And guess what, buddy? 7 of them are a variance of a choke. I think 6 were rear naked or guillotines, and one of them was like a triangle.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, this is going to be a fight where we're going to see if Roberson learn from the past, or, I think Allen might get a choke here.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving on, buddy, what you got? I think it's Dwight Grant. It's a welterweight fight.
No.
Dwight Grant versus Stefan Sekulek.
So what's your official?
I'm going with Allen.
You're going with Allen? I'm gonna go Allen as well.
Yeah, I'm going Brendan.
I'm gonna go Allen as well. I like his
slight favorite. Probably won't bet it. Maybe parlay it.
Yeah, maybe parlay it. I like both guys' past fighters, man. They both have experience, man. So this is a fight that's kind of a coin flip.
That thing that stood off the page, man. 90% of the public's with Allen here.
Yeah,
90%.
That makes me want to take fucking Roberson.
You want to fade the public? Are you a fade the public kind of guy on bets?
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of my success in NCAA basketball was fading the public. Like if it was over 70%, I would go the opposite way on the money line just to fucking take it.
You got me in that, buddy. I don't bet college basketball.
Well, I sucked in the regular season, but when it got to fucking March Madness, I did well, which got me almost even of what I betted in the fucking regular season. So, anyways, this
ain't a college basketball podcast.
Yeah, that's a podcast for another day.
UFC podcast. So, next fight's welterweight: Dwight Grant versus Stefan Sekulek. What you got?
Sure.
Sekulek?
Okay. Sekulek. I like Sekulek.
All right. Not Devin. You know why I said Devin? Because Devin Clark. I get Devin Clark
and Dwight Grant mixed up.
Dwight Grant here. He's 10-3 overall, 2-2 in the UFC, 2-3 in his last 5. Sekulek is 12-3, 3-2 in his last 5, 0-1 in the UFC, and he has not fought since September of 2018. And there's really, I think this guy, I don't know if it was injury or USDA.
Injury.
No, I think it might have been, I don't remember if it's injury or USDA stuff, but, I don't have a lot to look at. There's nothing that really jumps out at me about Sekulek. There's a very good chance he can prove me wrong. Grant's last fight.
D-Rod.
D-Rod, he lost. He was supposed to fight December of last year against Li Jingliang, the guy that just beat, Pabazimba? What's the fucking dude's name? He's got a fucked up ass name. Anyway,
right.
He was supposed to fight Li Jingliang. It got canceled to COVID. 89% of the public's on Grant. I have no choice here than to ride that. I'm going to go with Grant.
I like Grant here. Yeah, I hate that we're the same here, but
I mean, what odds do you have on this fight? I don't think I mentioned it.
Yeah, Grant's minus 230. Sekulek is plus 184 on the return here as the underdog.
Okay, so we're going with the favorite.
I'm taking a lot of favorites here. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing with the underdogs coming up. In the main card, if 3 title fights, are we going to get any new champions? Yeah. A lot of underdogs in there. So we'll see here. But my official pick, I'll take Grant. Next we got fucking Alex Oliveira.
I wish we had Charles Oliveira.
Randy Brown.
Getting a little greedy there.
Greedy. Brown's minus 154 as the favorite. Cowboy at plus 126 earned.
Breaks. There should be a rule in place,
right,
where you cannot use Cowboy as your nickname. Like that nickname.
I think those are the only two.
That owned trademark. it can never be used by another cat again.
Those two get away with it because they fought each other, and Cowboy was cool with it. So I mean,
which cowboy are you talking about, sir? I don't know.
Donald,
I know
the main cowboy.
I know
the main cowboy.
It's just fucking weird, man. When you say cowboy, I automatically, and I'm always going to automatically think Donald. He is the cowboy. But yeah, I mean, we got this welterweight fight. Cowboy, Oliveira, Randy Brown, the Jamaican guy.
I say all that to say this: I like Randy Brown in this fight.
I do for sure.
Another favorite though. I don't like it. I don't like that. I'm going all fucking chalk here.
Yeah, but sometimes it be that way. Man. I mean, Alex Oliveira is definitely the vet in this fight. He's 22-9-1, 2-3 in his last fight. It's a little concerning, and this is why it's concerning because he loses. At least in his most recent fight, he loses the fights. He loses the fights against recognizable names.
Right.
Nicholas Dalby, Mike Perry, Gunnar Nelson, Shavkat Rakhmonov. I can't say his fucking name. I hate that shit. It pisses me off. But he's won against Peter Sabata, Max Griffin. But when he wins, he puts on a show. Like, he's a good fighter. Yeah. He's exciting to watch. But when he wins, it's not in an exciting manner. It's usually a decision.
Right.
So when you look at Randy Brown, he's 12-4, 3-2 in his last fight. 69% of the public bet is on him. And this guy has lost to names. Like I said, he's 12-4. His last 3 losses. Do you want to take a stab at it, or you want me to tell you?
I don't have it pulled up, so let me.
I mean, it's welterweight. You could guess him. I think you could.
Nico Price.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. I may be out after that. What you got?
Bilal Muhammad.
Okay. Oh, wow. And, I don't remember that fight.
His last fight, August of last year, he lost to Vicente Luque by KO.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that was... Damn. I was surprised you got Nico Price. But yeah, I mean, those are names.
I'm a big Nico guy.
But those are names you would recognize.
Right, so absolutely.
There's no knocking Randy Brown for losing those fights.
Right.
And you could say the same thing about him, like I said about Oliveira. He wins the fights he's supposed to. So I think this is kind of a measuring stick fight. Oliveira's getting a little long in the tooth.
I just feel like... Yeah. Great point. I feel like at the end of the day, like we're gonna pick Randy Brown, but come Saturday night, I wouldn't be surprised if Cowboy wins the fight.
I wouldn't either, but I would be surprised if he won it in any other fashion besides decision. So right. I don't know what the line is on that. That might be a good point. If you want to find value in it, you could take Oliveira by points if that money's there.
I'm on it. I'm on it. We need a stat boy if you're out there.
Yeah, if you're out there and you want to work for free, we need a stat board. And you got to be quick, too.
We ain't trying to make money here.
We drink on the podcast, and you got to be quick at looking up stats. You've got to be the sober one to hold us together.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I tend to Randy Brown. Also, side note here, this fight was originally scheduled February 27th. Brown withdrew. I don't know if they ever come out with a reason. As far as I know, it's undisclosed. I don't know if he had COVID or if he got hurt, but he wasn't ready to fight then. They're rebooking it for now, and I'm still rolling with Randy Brown here. He's the younger fighter. I think everything's pretty well similar on the height and reach.
I'm as well. Randy Brown by points is the favorite, and then next, Cowboy by points is plus 320. So
yeah, I mean that's reasonable.
So Cowboy, any method by Cowboy is It is points. So
it is what it is.
It is what it isn't.
All right, so now we're working
on to the main card.
The main card, dude. The UFC has got The UFC has got it figured out. With starting the main card off
with a banger.
With a banger. I mean, you have got the most
return of the Mac, dude. Anthony fucking Smith, man.
You've got one of the most experienced fighters on the UFC roster.
God,
coming in here, Anthony Smith. Taking on one of the biggest up and comers the UFC has to offer in Jimmy Crute.
This is my first underdog pick of the night, dude.
Fuck.
Plus 180 for Anthony Smith. I'm a sucker, dude. Jimmy Crute at minus 225. But I love Anthony Smith in this fight, dude.
You love him?
I love him in this fight.
You betting this fight?
Yes.
Hold on. I want to talk about this up front. Are you betting this fight?
Yes, I'm betting this fight, dude. Money line Anthony Smith.
Just money line, no
decision or anything like that. I don't think he stops Jimmy Crute. I think he outworks Jimmy Crute. Anthony Smith is the type of fighter to outwork everyone. Dude.
There's one thing I can say about Anthony Smith. If I only had one thing to say about Anthony Smith, it would be that Lionheart. It's a perfect fit.
A great nickname.
This guy has no quit in his arsenal. There's no quit. This guy is all work. His teeth were literally falling out of his fucking skull against Glover Teixeira.
Yeah,
his corner was too goddamn stupid to throw in the towel. And he'll fucking die on his shield before he fucking lays down.
He's ran into some monsters in recent, like John Jones. Although that was a good fight. Glover Teixeira, and then
a title champ.
And then Rakic. I just see every position Anthony Smith winning this fight, dude. Nothing against Jimmy Crute. If you're gonna pick Jimmy Crute, talk him up, man. But I'm just saying, Anthony Smith is gonna win this fight. Book it. Let's fucking go. Plus 180. Let's fucking go.
Okay, is it my turn yet?
Let's go. Tell me why I'm wrong, man. This is why we do this podcast. Tell me why this wrong. Talk Jimmy Crute up.
Are you gonna let me talk, or is this the J show? Anyway,
the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Anthony Smith. His last fight, he's 34-16. Can we get a holy shit right there?
Holy shit.
34-16.
Middleweight and light heavy.
Yeah. He's 2-3 in his last 5. A little concerning. 9-5 in the UFC. He's definitely, I think you could say, maybe besides Weidman. Well, no, I'll even throw Weidman there. He's definitely the most experienced fighter on the card.
Without question.
Yeah, without question. But there's something about Jimmy Crute, man, that makes him special.
Okay,
dude, he's special.
I agree with you. I
love it, dude. I mean, this is his toughest test. This is a measuring stick fight for Jimmy Crute. That being said, I'm not real sure where Anthony Smith is in his career. I kind of feel like his last fight they threw him a bone with Devin Clark because he lost to John Jones, right, for the title. He fought Gustafsson after that.
Right.
Not just a few months later, he fought Gus, and you can say the same thing about Gus. You can say about Anthony Smith now, and that's saying a lot because Anthony Smith beat Gus and choked him out. And he goes on to fight Glover last year. He had 3 fights last year. He fought Glover in May.
Rakic.
Yeah, well, he fought Glover, and that was a hard fight to watch if you're an Anthony Smith fan.
Right.
His teeth were falling out. Shit, we mentioned that. He fought Rakic.
But what's a bad loss, though?
That's not. No,
to my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Neither one of those losses are bad losses.
He didn't look bad in any of the fights.
Devin Clark is not a name. Like I don't know why Anthony Smith would take that.
Devin
fight.
Clark's on the up. He was on the up, man.
No, I disagree.
Don't put respect on his name.
I digress. On who? Devin Clark?
Yeah, Devin Clark was a monster coming in.
My favorite thing about Devin Clark is his fucking chest tattoo. Is some kind of like matador reindeer creature thing that is fucking badass. God. It's one of the dopest. That's another topic. Like we did the UFC heavyweight thing today. We got to do like a
nicknames
UFC tattoos. A UFC tattoo draft.
Best or worse?
Best or worse. I don't give a fuck. I can do both. Yeah. So
shout out Ellen Belcher.
Shout out Conor McGregor.
Brock Lesnar.
Shout out Devin Clark. No, but he got Devin Clark with a triangle choke in the first round. I kind of feel like they were throwing Anthony Smith a bone, like, hey, we still need you, man. Let's get you back in the win column here. Jimmy Crute, on the other hand, is 12-1, 4-1 in his last 5, 4-1 in the UFC. So obviously his last 5 fights were all in the UFC. Beat Paul Craig, submission. He submitted Paul Craig with a Kimura. That's a hard submission to pull off on a submission expert. TKO Sam Alvey. Lost to Misha Krinkinov, submission with a weird Peruvian necktie. It happens. Right. You're going to run into that.
Shout out CB Dalloway.
I was hoping I was never going to have to say this guy's name again on the podcast, but Michael Olashejik. Did I nail it?
I think you nailed it. He's up and comer, so we'll have to keep saying it.
Well, Jimmy Crute beat him with a Kimura, submitted him with a Kimura in the first round. Modekis Bukakis, if you haven't seen this fight, it just happened in October during the T-City, Brian Ortega, Korean Zombie card. It's one of the most brutal knockouts of last year. he could have won knockout of the year if it wasn't for fucking Buckley's punk ass throwing that spinning back kick against Sakai. Yeah, dude, it was brutal. I don't expect a vet like Anthony Smith to get caught by something like that.
Right. That's why I pick him.
It's hard.
There's nothing that Jimmy's going to throw at him that Anthony doesn't know. Like that's why I lean Anthony Smith in this fight. Like
that's not a bad pick. I'm not knocking you for it. I just think Jimmy Crute is that motherfucker.
He may be.
He's that Austrian motherfucker.
So you're picking Crute. I'm picking Smith. Let's fucking
hold on. Jimmy Crute was originally supposed to fight Johnny Walker at UFC 260, the Miocic card. Right. The Miocic card. Johnny Walker got hurt. I think he tore his shoulder muscle. 74% of the public's on Crute here, 53% by KO. I'm backing that shit. I'm taking Jimmy Crute KO in the third round. Jimmy Crute KO in the third round. I want a method. I want a method. I want a method on main card fights.
Okay.
Give it to me. You're taking Anthony Smith. I want to know how.
I'm a decision. Like Crute can take a fucking shot. So, like I said this earlier, Anthony Smith is gonna what?
Do we know that? Do we know that Crute can take a fucking shot?
Well, just look at the guy. He's a fucking tank, dude. So Anthony Smith is gonna outwork everyone, dude. So. That's how I got him. Anthony Smith by fucking decision.
That's the way he wins fights.
That's the way he wins. So let's fucking go. Next, we got the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Chris Weidman versus Uriah Hall.
Hardest fight on the fucking card to pick.
Without question. Without question.
This is the hardest fight to pick on the card.
If you take away Chris Weidman being a UFC champion, both fighters are fucking both fighters have underperformed in their careers. Yes or no?
Yes. I mean, for the guy that, all right, when Anderson Silva was that motherfucker, when he was the guy that was fucking running rough shot through rough shot, moving up weight classes, knocking motherfuckers out, coming back down, holding on to his title.
Easy now.
He was that motherfucker.
Forrest Griffin. Easy now.
No, I was thinking James Irvin. I'm sorry.
Easy now.
I mean, for a guy like Chris Weidman to be the guy that ended that streak, it's kind of like a bittersweet. I wouldn't even know.
Right.
I don't even know if bittersweet's the thing. Like,
but
you would want to see the next big thing.
You remember where you were when Anderson Silva got knocked out by Chris Weidman. Yeah. You remember where you were, and it's one of those moments that you think Chris Weidman is gonna go on to be the next Anderson Silva, and then he doesn't, and he gets beat by Luke Rockhold.
Not even that. You think it was kind of fluke because Anderson was being a dumbass, but then you think Anderson comes back and then the leg injury and you're like, holy shit.
And Chris was winning every minute of every round before the injury. So Chris is. And then Chris gets the crown of the next big thing.
I remember. That's something I remember. There was a period there where I took a break off of UFC. I was big into it. Chuck started losing. I got away from it.
Right.
But then Anderson became the big thing, and you told me, you said, dude, this cat, Chris Weidman, he's the next big thing.
Chris and DC were my guys, dude.
Those were
Chris and DC were my guys.
When he knocked out Anderson Silva, I was like, fuck, this motherfucker was right.
Yeah. I was right, dude. I'm right about a lot of shit, dude.
Then he got the win against Machida. Then he got the win against Belfort.
Yeah. He was on pace to be the next big thing. Then he fucking lost to Rockhold.
Yes.
Then he fucking Romero. And then Masasi. Shout out Bellator. Yeah. Like fucking Gegard Mousasi. They got him a good one in that.
No.
So, my thing is...
This is a rematch.
This is a rematch way before they were in the UFC.
Right.
But, if we're going to look at the both guys...
If you're gonna look at Weidman that way, you can say almost everything we just said about Weidman. You can almost say the exact same thing about Uriah Hall.
Uriah Hall gets the knockout on Tough.
Yeah, he's the most devastating knockout on Tough history.
Rest in peace, fucking Saman. But
since then, I mean, it's back and forth.
Yeah.
Now he's never fought for a title. He's fought. His last fight was Anderson Silva,
but they have very similar. They have very similar fucking resumes.
Yes,
but Chris, if we're gonna look at just fighter A versus fighter B, Chris Weidman is the better, well-rounded fighter. That's why I'm picking him. Not because I'm a fan. Not because I think Uriah is this and that, but Chris Weidman is the better, well-rounded fighter, so I'm going to take him by decision. I don't think Weidman stops him in any way, like knockout or submission, but I feel like Weidman wins the decision, gets the pick, gets the win. That's my pick.
I like it. I don't have no beef with that. I'm going to throw out some stats just for you guys to know.
Let me hear it.
This is a rematch, like Anthony said. Their first fight was way back in the day. These guys are two completely different guys since then. 2010. I mean, we're talking 11 years ago. Weidman knocked him out in ring of combat in the first round.
Right.
Weidman is 15-5 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, 11-5 in the UFC. Uriah Hall 17-9, 4-1 in his last 5, 9-7 in the UFC. I mentioned that Weidman knocked him out in their first bout, which was 11 years ago.
Right.
This fight was originally scheduled in February at UFC 258. I think that was the Usman Burns card.
And Weidman got COVID?
Yeah, Weidman tested positive for COVID. And I think this fight is a telltale fight for Weidman. I think, however this fight goes, it kind of shows us where Chris Weidman is in his career.
Both fighters, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Uriah Hall has the momentum behind him. He's coming off 3 straight wins. Granted, it's Bevan Lewis, Antonio Carlos Jr.,
right.
And it's an Anderson Silva who, that's Anderson Silva's last fight in the UFC. That's how we're going to remember the guy.
Yeah, ACJ was a motherfucker coming into that fight, dude, and he.
So yeah. I mean, it was Halloween. That was Uriah Hall's last fight. Was Anderson Silva on Halloween last year?
No, I'm talking about the junior fight. Carlos Jr. fight. Yeah.
I know. 68% of the public is backing Uriah Hall here. 80% of that 68%
decision.
Knockout. They're
really?
Saying Hall's gonna knock him out.
Really?
I think Weidman is a vet. He knows how to approach the fight.
So you're going Weidman here.
He knows how to adjust. Not so fast, my friend. Shout out Lee Corso. I'm taking Weidman here, decision, baby. Though.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate it, but I also don't like how we're discrediting Hall here.
I'm not discrediting Hall at all.
Hall, there's many ways Hall can win the fight.
Hell yeah, Hall could knock his ass out in the first round. Chin at all. I'm just saying.
No, I don't either. Even as a Weidman fan, I don't trust that.
Let me throw this out here too, dude. I mean, Hall's last couple losses here. He lost his last loss is 2018 to Paulo Costa, an up and comer. He got knocked out by
up and comer.
Well, in 2018 he was
right.
Before that, it was Gerard Masasi TKO, Derek Brunson TKO, and Robert Whitaker decision. So the guys he's lost, his last 4 losses are all against names.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I think this is a perfect opportunity for Weidman to grind out a fight. He's got to avoid the big punch though. If big punch, I don't think Weidman wins this fight by knockout. I don't think he can knock out Uriah Hall. I don't think he can do it again.
No.
If this fight gets called short, it's going to be in Hall's favor. But I think
dude, that fight was 11 years ago.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, you're talking about guys who say you can't judge the Masvidal Usman fight from their last fight.
That was 6 months ago. Yeah. Right.
I mean, you definitely can't judge the fucking fight 11 years ago.
Right.
Fight now. These guys are 2 different human beings.
Right. So we get into the
gold. I like to call them the gold matches. You get it. There's championship gold on the line here.
Right.
This is what you have all been waiting for. This is what you have come and paid to see. There are 15,000 fans in the crowd.
Valentina Shevchenko defending her title against Jessica Andrade. Valentina minus 420 on the money line. Andrade coming back at plus 310. I mean, tell me why Jessica Andrade can win the fight, Shawnee.
No, you tell me why Jessica Andrade can win the fight.
I don't know how she can.
I can tell you how she can.
Okay.
I hate Jessica Andrade's guts. She beat my girl Rose, and she was losing the fight, and she slammed her, and she won. Rose is my girl. For those who don't know, for those who are listening, Thug Rose is my favorite female fighter of all time. I think you can vouch for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've loved her since she's had long hair. So
since
fuck
tough.
You guys.
Since she had long hair.
I didn't know a better way to pull it. My notes that I have on this fight, as y'all know, this is for the flyweight championship of the world. That is my best Bruce Buffer voice I've got. Valentina Shevchenko's 20-3 in her professional fighting career. AJ, I got a question for you. You ain't got no notes pulled up.
What's up?
Valentina Shevchenko's 20-3. Out of those 3 losses, 2 of them are to the current baddest woman on the planet, Amanda Nunez. Can you name me the other fighter that's beat Valentina Shevchenko?
Oh, let's get it.
5, 4,
fuck.
3, 2, 1.
Jessica.
Good guess, but it is Liz Carmouche.
Wow.
Liz Carmouche, who just fought, I think, at the Ryan Bader Lyoto Machida card not too long ago.
Shout out Bellator.
Yeah, she beat her by TKO. At the end of the second round, way back in the day. Fuck that shit.
Valentina wins.
Valentina come back and beat Liz Carmouche not too long ago.
Valentina wins this fucking fight, dude. I mean, dude, I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to disrespect Jessica Andrade here.
I don't either.
I mean, there's no way. There's no scenario that I see Jessica Andrade winning this fight.
All right, if I have to plead a case, if I have to be the defense attorney for fucking Derek Chauvin, I mean Jessica Andrade here. If I have to be that guy, I'm gonna say Andrade has a pressure that maybe Shevchenko's never seen before. Like, if she can hit Andrade and Andrade can keep coming forward,
that she's never seen before. She's fought Amanda Nunez.
I know, man. Like, I mean, dude, fucking Andrade. Andrade.
I know you want to be the guy that's unbiased.
No. All right, you want me to be myself?
She arguably beat Amanda Nunez in their last fight.
I'll be myself, dude. Fuck this shit. Shevchenko's got the size advantage. She's got the reach advantage. She got the height advantage. 93% of the public votes on her. 40% by KO. And I told y'all I had fucking bets on this card, and goddamn it, I'm going to stand by it. Shevchenko is my fucking bet by knockout. She's plus 250. If you look at her last 5,
by knockout. Plus 250?
By knockout, it's plus 250. You better bet it now because it's going to change by fucking fight night. God damn it. Her last 5 was Joanna Jędrzejczyk, decision. Jessica I, KO. Liz Carmouche, decision. Caitlin Shook again, TKO. Jennifer Maia, her last fight was decision. God damn it, guess what it's going to be this time around? It's going to be a fucking KO. She's going to fucking knock out Andrade. Andrade has a fucking... Listen to this shit. This is the shit that blew my mind. This is the shit that proved that Andrade is not bulletproof. You get it? Andrade is not bulletproof. The bullet, Shevchenko's coming to knock her ass out. Andrade takes 5.28 significant strikes Azor per minute. And if she can take... what is 5 times 5, sir?
25.
You think she's going to take 25 significant strikes from Shevchenko for 5 rounds and not get knocked the fuck out? I don't doubt it. I might bet my fucking house, my fucking life, my 401k, and everything on Shevchenko right here. Damn. Knockout.
All right, I like it. I don't hate it. Next we got Whaley.
Hold on. I'm taking. No, I told you I wanted methods and rounds on these fights. I'm taking Shevchenko knockout in the second or third. I'm going second.
I'm going Valentina decision just because.
Oh damn! Thanks.
Yeah, no. I like the pick,
dude. I just made like the biggest fucking hell of a build of the podcast. That's the biggest build I've ever made on the podcast, and you just fucking shit on my bed.
No, I'm not shitting on it.
I'm taking Shevchenko decision.
No, I'm not. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying Andrade can take a punch.
Yeah, she can.
But Valentina's the one that can give her the shot that she hadn't seen before. She is the one. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So I don't hate the pick. I'm I'm so-called being safe in this moment.
Those are your picks, buddy. Let's move on.
Valentina by decision.
Do you like the Valentina plus 250 value? I love the value there.
Yeah, I'll sprinkle a little. Yeah.
Dude, I'm really thinking about betting a significant amount on that. Like,
okay.
I'm talking like 400 or 500.
400 or 500. Oh, wow. All right. The old Smokey's getting in his fucking system here.
I ain't bet that much since Khabib.
Shout out fucking Justin Gaethje. When are you fighting next, bro? All right. Co-main event, Weili Zhang, Rose Namajunas. Weili Zhang, the lowest...
I'm pretty sure it's Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili, whatever. The lowest champion as far as money line here, minus 215. Rose coming back at plus 172.
Can I just say this? I'm pretty sure the first two podcasts we've had some banter.
Dude, we're going fucking long as fuck here. We're at 140, dude.
This is the biggest card of the year, dude.
Yeah.
If people are listening this far into it, they don't mind another 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
There's two fights left.
Let's fucking get it, bro.
Dude, Thug Rose. That's the greatest nickname in the UFC.
Thug Rose.
Ask your boy DC. Ask your boy DC.
Thug Rose. Yeah, I get it, man. Maybe not the greatest. Definitely top 10. Maybe.
I mean, I just said she was the greatest, so I've got to agree to that.
Greatest nicknames doesn't help her here, dude. Weili Zhang. The greatest UFC women's fight of all time. Not to take away, if we're just talking MMA, you put it in the top 10, dude. I don't want to greatest women's.
Are you talking about Zhang Weili and
Joanna? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Zhang Weili had Joanna looking like fucking Megamind after that fight.
Absolutely.
Joanna's a beautiful person.
But Joanna was giving it back to Jay Lee, dude.
Oh, dude, did that not win Fight of the Year for 2020?
Yeah, it definitely did. MMA fucking fighting.com or whatever it was.
I don't remember if there's even a fight close.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm just saying, Weili Zhang, Zhang Weili, however you want to say it, Rose has not fucking faced that type of fighter, dude.
Has she not? Because she's faced Joanna twice. And she's faced Andrade twice. Her last 4 fights are against 2 people.
But I'm saying the woman that gives it back to her just like she's giving it back to them. Am I wrong in that? She hasn't been in a quote-unquote war.
Has she not?
Joanna? The decision win?
I mean, she knocked out Joanna with a crazy left hook.
She knocked her out,
in the first fight, and then the second fight went to a decision.
The
first fight against Andrade, she was killing Andrade to the second round. She
powerbombed her.
Yeah, and she got her. I hate Andrade for that. God damn, I hate Andrade for that. This is the thing that concerns me. I love you, Rose. I'll never let go. She won her last fight against Andrade. Given this, last time that fight, Jessica Andrade, Thug Rose, was at a Usman Masvidal card last year.
Absolutely.
Rose won split decision. The thing that scares me is she took a fucking beating in that fight.
She did.
She took a beating in that fight. She won. Thank God you won. She took a beating in that fight, and if she comes out and takes the same kind of beating from Zhang Weili,
it doesn't get past the third.
God, dude, I hate saying that, but I agree.
Weili Zhang's a finisher, dude.
Dude, she has the most devastating power I've seen in a woman her size ever.
Joanna took every punch she had, but look at the Jessica Andrade fight when she won the title.
I know, dude. Did you see the video that came out? I don't know if it's today or yesterday, where she's throwing alternate leg kicks, and it's just fucking. It sounds, dude.
Who posted it?
I guess Zhang Weili. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's Zhang Weili throwing leg kicks, and it's like left, right, and she's like, whoa, and all you hear is, whoa. What, dude? It's like fucking Joe Rogan throwing fucking his spinning back kick against the mat.
For a person to not be on Instagram, where'd you see this at?
I think it was no free ads. I think it was Bleacher Report.
Oh, shit.
Or MMA Junkie, something like that, dude. It was fucking crazy. Zhang Weili's 21-1, 5-0 in their last 5, 5-0 in the UFC. Rose is 10-4, 4-1 in their last 5, 6-4 in the UFC. Rose has a slight reach advantage. I've already said that it scares me how much damage she took in her last fight. If she's gonna get hit, it's not gonna go long. I agree with AJ, but I'm not giving up on my girl here. She's plus 500 on FanDuel by points.
It's not a bad pick.
That's not a bad bet.
If I see Rose winning, it's got to be by decision.
Yeah,
right.
She can go 5 rounds. I don't think you got to worry about that.
I don't hate that pick.
The thing that worries me is taking the damage. Rose, keep your hands up.
Yeah.
Me and Pat Barry love you. I think I love you a little bit more.
Damn.
I'm betting you decision here.
All right,
for sure.
I'll take Zhang by the same method. Minus 215 on the money line, so I'll take that. Rose, if you want to sprinkle plus 170, I'm sure you can get her plus more money as a decision.
I just said that. Plus 500 on Facebook.
Plus 500. Okay, I'm sorry. But I'll take Zhang by decision here. We get into the main event of the evening. Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Put some respect on my name.
Minus 400. Versus Jorge Masvidal, full camp.
Hey.
Plus 300.
Hey. I know we make a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with this podcast, and we make a lot of banner off nicknames.
Gamebred versus Nigerian Nightmare.
No. Fuck Nigerian Nightmare.
Gamebred.
Yeah, this guy has... Dude, he's 35-14. Professional MMA career.
Yeah.
This is not including his fucking backyard Kimbo Slice shit. This is not including his upbringing. Dude, the nickname fits him better than anything.
100%.
He is game bred.
Yeah, he's ready.
Fuck the BMF belt. Fuck that. He's game bred. And I'm looking, dude. I didn't take any notes on Masvidal. I took notes on Usman. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, yeah.
I didn't take any notes on Masvidal because I wanted this shit to come from the heart today.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Usman is 18-1, and for those, all right. When Usman knocked out Burns, the first thing that came out of his mouth was "put respect on my name."
Yeah,
and that wasn't towards us as fans or us as viewers.
It was towards Masvidal.
That was towards Masvidal, and you know why? Masvidal is better than Conor McGregor at talking. Yeah. He's been in this guy's fucking head since July of last year.
Rent free.
Yeah. This dude has been in Usman's head. Masvidal has been in Usman's head since July of last year. And Usman hasn't let it go yet. And if anything wins Masvidal this fucking fight, it's that.
But what I will say...
Hold on. Let me get this out because I don't want to forget anything. Usman has 87% of the public vote, which rightfully so. I respect the hell out of the guy. I don't like him.
He's minus 400 in that percent. In that respect.
So.
Right.
Deservingly so. I mean, this guy showed last fight he could take you down at will.
Right.
Masvidal has great takedown defense. I'm praying to God that Masvidal learns how to avoid the takedown. I know he can. It's been 10 weeks since the Usman Burns fight. 75% of that 87 is taking Usman decision here. To get back to my point on Masvidal being in Usman's head, that plays a big part.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's some fighters out there who can talk the trash, who can back it up.
Masvidal being in Usman's head.
There's some fighters who let that shit get to them. Think about it. What is Usman's closest fight that you can recall? Colby Covington, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I mean, that's the only answer. I
had Colby Covington winning that fight until he got knocked out. Until he got knocked out. Now, what did Colby do before that fight come? He was in Usman's fucking head.
Right.
Now, here's Masvidal. Usman's already proved to me in his last fight knocking out Burns that he's great. He's great. Everybody's knock against Usman was he can't finish fights. But when he finished that fight against Burns, his first thing he said is, put some respect on my name. Put that respect on my name, and he calls out Usman. Masvidal is already in his head.
He called out Masvidal.
Yeah, he called out Masvidal. Usman has Masvidal in his head, and he's been in his head rent-free, like you said, for almost a year now.
I will play devil's advocate here.
Please, I need it.
I love Masvidal. Like everybody loves Masvidal. But he was a middle-of-the-road, top 10 guy until his breakout 2019. Wins over Darren Till, the fastest knockout in UFC history over Ben Askren.
I don't know, Jake Paul might have beat it.
and then Nathan Diaz. So my thing
You
is,
just use a slave name. They said Nathan.
So everybody calls him Nathan Diaz. So my thing is Masvidal in the next level? He lost the decision to Wonder Boy. He lost a split decision to Damian Maia. Is he on the next level? As far as... Because...
Usman's there, for sure.
No, I'm talking about Masvidal.
I know you're talking about. I'm just saying, Usman... I would listen... If you wanted to argue to me that Usman is the greatest welterweight champion of UFC history, I would listen to it. I don't agree with that.
He's making it. He's making his resume, though. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm saying. I would listen to it, but I wouldn't agree with it. I mean, you still got George St. Pierre.
Right, absolutely.
So
Matt Hughes.
I'm saying, but the best cards that you can play, I think Colby Covington laid the ground here with the trash talking, getting in Usman's head,
getting in his head.
Marty Usman, you're a fake, you're a phony.
So my thing is, Masvidal is going to have to come out and deliver. He's going to have to use Masvidal. Masvidal is going to have to negate the takedown, keep it standing, almost neutralize every position that Usman's going to put him in. I don't know if he can do that. Usman is almost at the level of a George St. Pierre, where he's going to win every position that he puts himself in. Usman has... I don't want to call him the greatest welterweight of all time because you have two guys that are, in my opinion, better than him in George St. Pierre and Matt Hughes. But Masvidal hasn't done enough as far as resume, quote unquote, to tell me he's going to beat Usman. Usman, in my opinion, is the more well-rounded fighter as far as Masvidal.
Yeah, for sure.
But the big but is Masvidal's got the one shot to knock Usman out and to make us all talk about Sunday, hey, the greatest knockout of all time.
Let me throw this out there. What are your odds you got on this fight?
Usman's a minus 400 on the money line versus Masvidal plus 300.
I've got Masvidal plus 315 on Tapology.
Okay.
Even plus 300. Let me side with Masvidal here. I'm not saying I'm taking Masvidal. I'm just saying Colby Covington, which he's a wrestler like Usman is, Masvidal is not. He kept that fight standing.
Yeah.
If Masvidal can keep off the cage like the first fight, he's got to keep off the cage. I 100% believe that Masvidal can keep off the ground, but he has got to keep his back off the cage.
Off the cage. He's got to keep it in the center of the octagon.
He's already in Usman's head.
He's got to keep it in the center of the octagon if he wants a chance to win this fight.
He's already in Usman's head. Gilbert Burns in February caught Masvidal in the first round.
Right.
Caught him. He could have finished that fight if he jumped on him. Masvidal's not going to pass up that chance.
No, he's not.
Burns let Usman recover. If that shit happens Saturday night, Masvidal is going to be on him like flies on shit. He is not going to give him a fucking chance. And that makes me believe Masvidal can win this fight. With all that being said, I think with all this being said and done, Kamaru Usman will be the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time.
After Saturday. Okay.
Maybe not after Saturday, but when his career is over.
I mean,
as much as I don't like Marty. Oh, well, I say that. I say he'll be the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time. He'll be the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time until Dana White puts him back in the cage with Colby motherfucking MAGA Covington.
And
Covington's gonna wax the floor with this. I'm taking Masvidal here, and guess what, buddy? I'm taking Masvidal KO in the 4th round.
Huh?
No, did I say Masvidal? I done fucked.
God damn!
I done fucked the whole podcast up. I'm taking Kamaru, or as Bruce Buffer says, Kamaru Usman KO in the 4th round.
God.
And when Kamaru gets done talking all this bullshit, and Dana White says, "Guess what, buddy? You have to fight Colby Covington," and he says, "No, I'm not fighting Covington twice." Because Covington almost kicked my ass the first time.
Because Usman wants to fight with Wonder Boy.
Usman wants to fight the easiest fight after this.
After this,
because Usman knows he can beat Masvidal.
Right.
He knows he can beat him. He doesn't. He doesn't believe in his heart, in his mind, that he can beat Colby Covington again. Dude,
straight up,
Colby Covington is going to kick his fucking ass. And I know there's a lot of Colby Covington haters out there. I don't agree with all the political bullshit that Colby Covington displays, but his in-ring talent.
But Trump's not in office anymore, so right.
Colby Covington will beat Usman. I'm going with Usman in this fight. KO in the 4th. But come that Colby Covington card, I can't wait to talk about it.
All right, my official pick. I like Usman. I'm going to pick Usman. I want to be wrong. I want Masvidal to knock his ass out.
I think you could be wrong.
I very well could be wrong. But I think the clinch is going to be the difference in this fight.
Yes. I think that is a very good assessment. I like that.
Usman's going to win this fight by decision. I want to be wrong. I want Masvidal to win by knockout. Put that on record. I think Usman wins this fight by decision.
Put this on record too. I respect Usman. As much hate and angst I have against Usman, I respect him. I think he has the utmost potential to be the welterweight greatest of all time.
You're going to start hearing that more.
Yeah, you are. Especially if he wins this fight, because the way Usman is Dana White's already, like you said earlier in the podcast, Dana White's already mentioned that Colby Covington has the winner of this fight. Mm-hmm. Unless it's controversial, unless there's some bullshit.
I mentioned that before the podcast.
Right.
But, mention that.
There could be a scenario here where Masvidal wins and it's kind of sketchy and maybe they run it back.
Let me say that during the podcast, Dana White has come out and said that Colby Covington is likely to face the winner of Usman Masvidal. So we're going to get either the rematch with Usman or finally the American Top Team rivalry, Masvidal Covington. So we'll see what happens there. But so you're going Usman, knockout?
Knockout in the 4th.
I'm going to go Usman decision. So that's going to recap UFC 261.
There's some things I want to throw out there.
Let's go. Let's wrap it up.
If we're wrapping it up, give me your picks. If you had to pick fight of the night and performance of the night, who you giving them to prematurely?
So fight of the night, I'm going to say Weidman Hall. I think that's on paper the closest fight we can get.
On paper, that is definitely close.
Performance of the night, I could see Valentina maybe stopping Andrade, and let's go Anthony Smith, dude.
Performance?
Yeah.
I'm going to rebuttal you there, and my performance of the night is going to be Jimmy Crute.
Wow.
Jimmy
okay.
Crute
I like it.
And Pat Sabatini are going to be my performance of the night. And my fight of the night is going to be Zhang Weili and Rosenstroyt Nunez.
I like that segment you just came with on the fly there. Let's start predicting who we're going to
give our bonus money.
Yeah. Let's do it.
If I have 50 G's, baby, I'm giving it to you. So my fight of the night prediction, once again, is Zhang Weili, Rosenstroyt Nunez. Performance of the night, I'm giving it to Jimmy Crute, and I'm giving it to Pat Sabatini in his UFC debut. Thank you guys so much for listening. I've been dying to talk about this.
Yeah, we went a little long today. Old Smoky You're not a official sponsor, but let's get on board, man. Let's fucking do it, man.
Let's take another shot. Old Smoky, this mango. We're drinking mango habanero
whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
So
Old Smoky. This shit is delicious, just straight up.
Yeah, man. But we love you guys. Keep listening. Follow us on our fucking socials.
Throw them out there again.
At the Jab Podcast on TikTok, Instagram. At AJ No Styles on Instagram.
At Sean Dog B, SHAWNN
on Twitter,
DOGB at Twitter. I'm gonna live tweet. I haven't tweeted, dude. I swear to God, y'all gonna look at this shit and say this motherfucker ain't tweeted since like 2015. I finally figured out my password to this shit. I'm getting back on there and I'm gonna live tweet during the fights. So please come at me with everything. I love to talk shit. I will talk shit and I will love you at the end of it. If it gets heated, I guess what, I still love you guys for listening. So, there's no hard feelings. Thank you guys so much for listening. All
right, we're gonna wrap this up. We're at almost 2 hours, man. But deservingly so. The biggest fucking fight card since January, arguably bigger than
I think it is.
Than Conor Poirier.
I think it is.
3 title fights. Let's fucking go.
Live fans.
I'm excited to recap it with you guys on episode 4. And we'll see you guys next week.